Hi, everybody. Dave Weiss here for the Glue Bomb Show. Got a question for you today. Why do you build models? Now, have you ever seen one of those movies about making a movie, or maybe a TV show about making a movie, and at some point they usually have some actor who's really full of himself walking around going, "What's my motivation?" It's annoying, right? But there is a point behind it. Sometimes it's important to remember why you do what you do. Why do you build models? Why do I build models? I build models to relieve stress. I build models to help me refocus. Because here's the thing. A lot of what I do in my life is creative. Right? I'm an artist, and when I'm making art, I'm being creative. And when I'm getting ready to do my church work, that's really creative as well. And there are times where the creative ideas just stop flowing. And it's in those moments that you've got to recharge. And so one of the things I do is I always have a model kit sitting. I have a model kit sitting at home. I have a model kit sitting at my workspace. Now, not in my office, right? I don't sit there in my office building models, but in the times, especially in the evening, when I am just not quite firing on all cylinders anymore, I'll just leave what I'm working on behind, and I will pick up and just paint a few pieces or glue a few things together, and before long, the ideas start to flow again. It's sort of a creative diversion. It's kind of a creative thing to do, but it's not one of these things that's demanding of all my thought processes like so many of the other things that I do are. So one of the reasons I build models is for a diversion. Mainly, though, you know my motto. Model building is supposed to be fun. This is my hobby. Where I work, I spend a few nights away from my home each week, and I don't have television or internet here. And so I will sit down and I will build a little bit of my model. I largely do these things a little bit at a time, here, there, and everywhere. But it's just really nice to have a hobby. This is fun for me. I have no intention of putting these things in a museum or anything like that. I mean, I know I look at some of my friends' kits, some of my friends' builds, and I look at theirs and I look at mine and I start to think about packing my glue up and going away. Because they are so much better than me. Their stuff looks so much better than me. But it's in those moments that I have to remember why I build models. Folks, this is not the how to put a model in a museum show. This is the Glue Bomb Show. I have no illusions that I'm a great builder. That's not why I build. I build for the purpose of having fun. And when I start getting stressed out over a build, I usually back off. Because it's not worth it. Right? This is my hobby. This is supposed to be fun. One of the ways that I keep the stress level way down is I don't spend a lot of money on my kits. I know when I have 50, 60, 80 bucks invested in a kit, and that doesn't happen very often. But when I do that, then I'm very stressed. Because when I spend that much money, I feel like it has to be immaculate. It has to be amazing. Sometimes I feel like I'm much better off just building one of my $10 Ollie's kits, you know? But the point is, you need to know why you're doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, I'll go back to my mantra to close this out. And I don't know if it's proper for me to have a mantra, but this is the only mantra I have when it comes to model building. Model building is supposed to be fun. So have fun. Take care. Have a great day.